welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Melinda and we are going to do Valentine labels in the Silhouette. Welcome back everyone. We are in the Silhouette using this system today so we can make some Valentine labels. We have to get them ready for one of my kids, so I thought I'd show you. The first thing I do is I go right up here to the top to get my settings for what I want for my paper. I am doing it 8.5 by 11. So right down here you can see it's already set for that. Alright, so great. It's already set that way. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my printing marks on here. I want it to be able to print and cut, so I need to put the registration marks on. I click on that. I'm going to click on the menu. I want the first one, the Cameo one. This is the traditional one. You can see it's now on my screen. This is what it's going to look like when it prints out. Alright, the next thing I need to do is make a label. I want to make a rectangle for my label. So what I will do is I will go over to the left hand side of the screen, click on the box that looks like a square. It's a plus sign, so I will click and drag it into a rectangle. After I do that, you go immediately over and click on the arrow on the left side. That way you don't create another box. It's an arrow now. I click on the box. I want to be able to see it. I go to the top to where it says fill in. I'm going to fill in a color. I want my label to be white, so I'm clicking on white. Now I need to get rid of the red line because I don't want it to print out as red. But the moment I do that, you'll no longer be able to see it on the white background, so I'm moving it over to the gray area. I go up to the multicolor line and I click on it, and then I pick white because that's what I want my label to look like, and there we are. Next thing I need to do is I need to size my label to what the size dimensions I want. I go up to the top of the screen, hit Object Scale, and then you'll see onto the right hand side that we can change our dimensions. I want the label to be a height of 1 inch, so I'm just changing it to 1. Now I want the width to be 3 inches. I need to take the lock set off so I can change that dimension. Once I change it to the size I want, I put the lock back on, so that way we can have it secured. If I move it around or change it, it will be together. Alright, now I need to do the text. So on the left hand side, I click the A, click on the screen, I put 2. After typing the 2, then I need to type the from, and then I need to fill them in. So highlight 1, go up to the fill. I'm picking black, go to the multicolored lines, click on that, hit black, and there we are. I need to do the other one, and I repeat the process. Okay, now sizing. I am going to take it up, I click on the letters, I go to the triangle on the corner and I can just squish it down. That's a technical term, squish it down to the size that I think will fit in there. I'm gonna grab the from, downsize it, put it in. Needs to be a little smaller. Okay. And now I need to type who it's to and who it's from. So they have us put my friend on everything because in that way it's easier to hand out. So that is what I'm doing here. And then who it is from. I am filling it in again in the color. And don't forget the line around it. And then same, repeating it again from who it is from. Downsizing it so it fits in. I'm lining it up, make sure it all fits perfect. Now I'm gonna make Wyatt smaller and put it in. I need to make it a little bit smaller. Oh. There we go. Okay. I think the from needs to be a little smaller. Reposition that. Okay. Now I need to put what kind of decoration we are going to put on the side. I am going to highlight everything, go to object and group it. That way it all becomes one item, and see when you move it, it all moves together. Grouping and ungrouping is very important. So now I want to find a heart. I'm going to go to the little book. It brings me to my designs. I'm going to scroll down to a heart for Valentine's Day. I think I want to do a pink heart. I have different colors in here, but I know that he wants Elsa on it, so... Oh, I passed the pink heart. I'm looking for it again. There it is. I double click on the pink heart. And it brings it over. Now look what I did. I accidentally left this highlighted. If you leave it highlighted, it's going to bring the heart into that space. So I am backing it up so it goes back to the regular white label. Click off of it. Go back to my designs. Double click on the heart. And there we go. Now I'm going to size it down to fit into the space that I want it in. Looks good. Alright, now I need an Elsa. So I have, oh, I'm grouping. Don't forget to group. I'm going to group it all together so it's all together again. Now I need an Elsa. I don't think I have an Elsa. Let me look. 99% of these images I have bought off Etsy or through Silhouette Design. And if you are reproducing this for profit, make sure that you buy the license that goes with it. But if you're not, if you're doing it for personal use, then there's a couple different ways that you can get images. Alright, I do not have an Elsa. So I'm going to close out this screen. And I am going to go to Google and find an Elsa. I have the business version of Silhouette that enables me to do this. So I find an Elsa and I click on it. You want to make sure it has more than 300 dpi in order for it to transfer over nicely. I'm just going to right click on the image, copy image, and then bring it into Silhouette and paste it. Okay, here is my Elsa image, but the thing is it has a white background, so I need to get rid of that. So I go up to the trace, I put a box around it, I click off the high image, and I go down to the filter, threshold filter, and I cover the whole Elsa image in yellow. And then we're going to have to do this a couple times. We go up and hit the detach, trace detach. It takes a little while because the computer is thinking. And when I'm recording the image as well, it takes a little bit longer as well. Okay, so here it is. I take the image off. I am going to delete all the white background. I highlight, delete it, and now I need to retrace her again. You see all the white around her, so make another box. Do the exact same thing all over again. Put the threshold so it just outlines her. And then hit detach. We wait for the computer to think. We take her off and delete all that white. And there she is. She looks fabulous. I'm going to minimize her, shrink her down so she fits onto my heart. I want her on the side of the heart. I reposition her a little bit bigger. Reposition. There we go. Okay, and I highlight everything again, go up to object and group so I can move it. Okay, here is my label. I'm going to make it into stickers by I need to make sure it cuts out just all the way around my label, not individual. So I click on the side where it's cut settings and click on outer edge only. You see how it's red all the way around it only? That means it's going to cut out the label. So I'm going to need to do a print and cut of this. I need to duplicate it so it fills up the whole sheet. My computer's a little delayed. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to the top of the bar and hit the duplication. I'm going to hit duplicate right, move it over, and then I'm going to highlight everything on the page and then duplicate down. And then I'm going to repeat that step until the page is completely full of the labels. Okay, everything is set up. Now we want to print it. We need to make sure that the printer is set up for the 8.5 by 11. So you hit File and then Printer Set Up. It is set up for letter, so great. So I hit OK, and then I'm going to hit File and then Print. And then you're gonna see that we have a couple different options. Okay, so here's my printers. I'm going to do a pull down to my HP printer is what I'm going to use. So I change my printer. Maybe, there we go. Now I'm going to change my printer to the HP. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Then I'm going to come down to my main tray is where I'm going to put my sticker paper. And I want it to be the best quality so I get a crisp on the color. And then I hit OK print. And then it sends it to the printer. Once it is printed out, then I go over to the right side of the bar and make sure that it is on the correct paper in which I am printing. I am printing on white sticker paper, so I need to make sure that it does say white sticker paper. Okay, so then I click on the white sticker paper and it tells me what I want my cutter on and what the speed is and everything, and we hit send to Silhouette and we have stickers. Alright, thank you everyone for watching and we will see you next time. Bye!